Hi, Canada. We are here at the Toronto International Film Festival and the 10th anniversary of the Canadian Music Cafe. Very fortunate to be sitting with Brandon Schott from Ole Music LA.
Hello.
And Randall Foster from Ole Nashville.
Hello.
Okay, gentlemen, now you both have incredibly dynamic jobs working in the realms of both film and music, obviously on the music side of things. What brings you to the Music Cafe today at the Toronto International Film Festival, and what does your day-to-day look like at work? And we just heard about, films being placed and music being placed in films. What does that look like when you're the one on the other side of the deal?
Well, it's a very large question. We're here because we love Toronto. Our home offices are right over there. And our day-to-day is we pitch and place and negotiate and license songs for film and TV and advertising and whatever other visual medium people have in their hearts and brains. So that's kind of the long and short of it.
Okay. Over to you, Randall. Because you have to listen to songs and be able to discern, much like a music supervisor, and I guess perhaps you are one to a certain extent, in terms of being able to really discern the tone and the mood and which arenas this would be great to pitch to. What does that look like for you when you hear a song and you think it's time to try and get it into a film or an ad?
Well, first of all, Ole has got a very dynamic roster of writers through multiple genres, and so being in the Nashville office, we are the largest office with regards to creative. We have the largest amount of songwriters there, so I work very integrally with the songwriters to go through their catalogs, listen to new compositions, set up co-writes between them and other creators to try to come up with those perfect songs for those perfect moments. Day in, day out, I listen to an awful lot of music, and the whole determination for us is, where does this belong? Where do we think we can help the songwriter achieve the most success with this piece of music in particular, whether it's film or TV or movie trailers, video game trailers, advertising. I feel like every song has a place, and it's just a matter of being able to listen and ascertain the best home for that. So the very beginning of your question was what brings us to Toronto, and it's the Canadian Music Cafe that brings us to Toronto, because for us, this is a really vibrant film market and a very, very vibrant marketplace with regards to music and film, and I don't feel that there's one singular place where we can go and see more of our colleagues and clientele under one roof. This has been, it is my first trip here, and I've heard for years how wonderful it is, and it's exceeded my expectations.
You two have an incredible amount of Canadian talent, Canadian music libraries, and you're based in Toronto, but you've got your offices in LA and Nashville. How much is there any pressure? I'm not sure if you can even answer this, to try and really accommodate Canadian films with Canadian songs. What does that look like?
I don't know that there's necessarily pressure, but honestly, when it comes to our writers, we want to honor their work. We want to find the best placements that we can for them, and we want to, also, be a part of, the Canadian film community and helping them achieve their creative goals in the same way that our writers want to achieve their creative goals. So it's really an honor and a privilege to work on, on both sides of that fence. So it's been a joy, and this has been an amazing event and an amazing time here in the city.
One question for each of you. What single characteristic of a song do you think makes for a brilliant sync, matching it to film?
To film in particular, or to
cinema?
Or any given.
Specifically cinema.
I think for me, it's all in the hook. It's the hook or the chorus, as most people know. It's what we look for are really big picture concepts, big tent ideas that everybody can get under, singular emotions that we all as humans feel, And if you can capture that in a hook, and if you can write a sticky hook, and I mean a sticky hook in that when you walk away from hearing the song, it's stuck somewhere in the back of your ear, that to me is the good stuff right there, and it's where it happens. I think you start with a good hook, and a great song can follow. But think of the greatest songs that you know in your world, and those are the songs that you just can't get out of your ear.
And the greatest movies, we remember the moments, many remember the moments with the song accompanying it, make for the epic moments. What would you say makes a perfect sync?
I mean, I would jump off of that. I feel like universality is a really key thing, and I think that the idea that, you know, a songwriter has a pure emotion and it comes into the form of a song, and that song may be speaking to specifics in their journey, but also like there's a tricky balance in maintaining a sense of access point for various stories. We all have our own stories. We all come to songs from a different place, and particularly, you know, with regards to sync, I think that having that universality where you have a number of different access points into the song where everybody can relate to it in a way where it's specific enough that it pulls the right emotions out of people. I always think of that scene in Almost Famous with Tiny Dancer, and I mean that moment is like, that's the sync moment for me. That was what actually made me fall in love with the idea of film and TV and sync, and the way that you take this song that we all grew up with and we've known for years, and you marry it with this brand new thing that we've never seen before, and it creates this third emotion that just comes unexpectedly. It's a really beautiful thing when it all hits in the right ways. So, yeah.
It's an absolutely iconic, perfect moment.
Wonderful. And that's a sticky hook. Thank you for putting that into my ear for the rest of the night.
Sorry.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
I was waiting for that. Canada, thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting Canadian film and music. And we will keep you posted on where you can hear more great Canadian artists in great Canadian films at firstweekendclub.ca. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And we hope you have a phenomenal stay here at your first Toronto International Film Festival. We hope you'll come back.
We definitely will.
Cool.
Be back. Thank you.
Was it so weird that I had to jump?